the right fight for you?
I think this fight's been brewing for quite some time now. The fans have wanted to see this, and I want to continue to elevate and rise my opponents. And this is a former world champion. He has an amazing resume, following in his dad's footsteps, and coming short, of course. But this guy is a great fighter, and I want to test myself against the best in the world.
You heard Oscar say that the experience on this man's resume includes going 12 rounds with Canelo Alvarez. How important is it to you to do what Canelo on that night could not and stop Julio Cesar Chavez?
I'm going to shock the world once again and prove how good I am, how powerful I am. This is his toughest fight to date, and I'm going to embarrass him and make him quit like he always does.
His father, Julio Sr., Mexican legend, he has said in the build-up to this press event that he sees a renewed spirit in his son. He says he has never seen his son this focused going into the fight. Is that what you want? Do you want the best of Julio Cesar Chavez?
Yeah, I don't want any excuses. And when I beat this man, all the boxing media, like you guys always do, are going to discredit it. But I'm going to expose him, and I'm going to embarrass him. He's the embarrassment of Mexico. Mexico doesn't even claim him, and he's going to get exposed on June 28th. And then the boxing media will have all these excuses. But I don't want them to be having these excuses, because they say he's training hard. They say this is the most focused he's ever been. Good. And as he should be, because people don't realize how good I actually am. And when he feels those first punches, he's going to want to quit and go back to his stool.
Talk to him, Jay.
We've seen you move around in different types of events. Events like you had last year against Mike Tyson, some of the more traditional boxing matches. This is maybe a little bit of both. You've got a former champion sitting over here to the left with a big name. Does this signal to the boxing world that you're looking to get back on that championship path, the pursuit of a world title?
Yeah, look, I always said it. I'm going to fight really tough people, and I'm going to fight big money fights. This is prize fighting. And so I'm giving the fans what they want with every single fight, taking on tougher opponents, and this is just that.
I can't help but notice it's a cruiserweight fight. The co-main event is a cruiserweight world title. If you look just to your right, there are two belts sitting there on the stage. Is it at all in your mind, if you beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., that a matchup with that man, Zurdo Ramirez, might not be far behind?
Yeah, 100%, man. This is what I came here to do, is become world champion and to create one of the greatest sports stories the world has ever seen. Going from Disney Channel to YouTube to world champion in 6 to 7 years, that's the most relatable and best sports story that any kid can get behind, and that's what I'm here to do, is inspire the next generation and do what no one's ever done before in the world's hardest sport, which is boxing.
You faced some hostile environments in the past, the Nate Diaz fight being one of them, but this might be the most hostile you've walked into. Southern California, two Mexicans on the card. What do you think about fighting in this type of atmosphere?
Man, the Mexicans love me, bro. Like, I'm stepping into my home environment. They love me more than they love this guy. Mexico doesn't even claim him, so that's just the way it is. And I love my Mexican fans, and they've always been rocking with me since day one. And I'm going to show him who the real Mexican warrior is.
All right. Well, Julio,